A grand challenge is a specific and significant barrier that prevents communities from addressing large problems that they are facing. These barriers are difficult but not impossible to remove and require an innovative and collaborative approach to solve them. If these solutions are successful, we can scale them up and apply them to similar grand challenges in other areas, which allows us to have a larger and potentially global impact. One of the tools that Grand Challenges Canada uses to identify grand challenges is the Delphi method. Using this method, a group of experts, which includes academics, scientists, and researchers, is surveyed multiple times to identify and gain consensus on a list of grand challenges in a specific topic area. This list is used to develop programs that fund innovators and social entrepreneurs from around the world to solve these challenges in their own communities. This includes funding Indigenous peoples in Canada through the Indigenous Innovation Initiative. Within Indigenous worldviews, experts include more than academics, researchers, and scientists, so the Indigenous Innovation Initiative has developed an innovative alternative to the Delphi method. This method is called the three-stranded basket approach, and it is used to identify Indigenous grand challenges in a specific topic area, for example, mental health. The three-stranded basket approach expands the group of experts to include community service providers and Indigenous peoples with lived experience, in addition to academics, researchers, and scientists. Each group of experts makes up one strand of the basket. This modification is important because it helps us identify Indigenous grand challenges in a way that is rooted in Indigenous worldviews, that is based on relationships and storytelling, and that gives the most voice to Indigenous peoples within the community who are not academics or service providers, but are often the most aware of or impacted by the topic area. Using the three-stranded basket approach, each strand gathers separately to identify a list of barriers related to the topic area. After each gathering, participants complete multiple surveys to rank and refine their list of barriers until they all agree on the rankings. Once each strand agrees, these separate lists are consolidated into one for further ranking into a final list of grand challenges in the topic area. There are different ways to do this. For example, in the Indigenous Mental Health Project, Indigenous youth were selected to review and rank the consolidated list of barriers until consensus was achieved on the grand challenges in Indigenous mental health. We use the final list of grand challenges to develop programs that fund Indigenous innovators to solve these challenges in their communities. The full list of barriers and grand challenges are also shared back with Indigenous communities so that they can use this information to inform their own policy and program planning.